next question is the academic calendar, standard, and grading system the same as in Nigeria?
No, definitely not. Nigeria grades easier because it is harder in Nigeria. That's what I always say, because in America, in Nigeria, I believe 70 or 75 to 100 is an A.
Yeah.
But in America, 90 to 100 is an A. But that's the main thing. Just getting used to that whole, okay, I cannot get, and it's not even hard anyway. For high school, not, I wouldn't say for college, but for high school, it's pretty easy to finesse your way to get A's. But yeah, just that grading system coming from 70 to now 90. Yeah, those are the two main differences.
And you, Chidera?
So, like she said, it's definitely not the same thing. And well, I mean, yeah, like 70s and above. But it's always harder to get the 70s in Nigeria. But here, it's like way easier. It's way easier. And then, well, it's not like Nigeria where there's like first term, second term, and third term. Yeah, it's like just 2 semesters and all. And then the breaks are kind of shorter, but then summer is like really long. So, yeah.
How long is summer though?
3 months.
My summer break was like, right? About 3 months, yeah.
Yeah.
In high school.
Okay, in high school. All right. For Ajoke's response, she says, I would say its academic calendar is more or less the same in a sense, but not entirely. School starts September, just as in Nigeria. The schooling system is divided into quarters.
Oh wait, she says school starts September?
September.
Oh, school starts August for me. Actually, one time it started in July.
It depends on the states.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Georgia is pretty early, then Texas is August.
She said September, and the schooling system is divided into quarters, and there are 4 quarters in a school year. Whereas in Nigeria, you have 3 terms. In Nigeria, you go on breaks after every term, but not here. We get 3 breaks apart, and once in a while, public holidays. So 1 week Christmas break, 1 week Easter break, and summer break. That sounds tough. Great. It's
Wait, say that again. How many weeks Christmas break?
1 week.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, it's about a week or 2. Like maybe just 1 week or something.
Oh, mine was almost 3 weeks.
Oh no.
Yeah, in high school, I almost got 3 weeks of
no.
Christmas break. Yeah.
We didn't even have Easter break. I don't think we had an Easter break.
No, I don't. Nah. Well, my first school was really kind in giving us breaks because we had a fall break. We had a summer break, we had a fall break, we had a winter break, we had a spring break, and then we had a summer break. So we had 5 breaks. Yeah, they were really generous.
Because I know that for the Christmas break, like you come back to school January 2nd.
Yeah, you
like
come back after really early. Yeah,
that's really
so irritating.
No, I can't do that. Grading said the grading system is way different. They have so many breakdowns. A, which is 98 to 100, plus A minus, and it goes like that to C's, and it's just D and F. And it actually affected my transcript and transition into high school. Okay, short story time. When I first started school, we submitted my YX scores alongside with my original transcript from Queen's College. But the vice principal in charge of converting transcripts at that point used my YX results, which was okay in the sense that he had to give me the highest of all grades they saw, since there were no scores on it. So senior year came and they changed my counselor. The old one had a thing against Africans. I like that she mentioned that. I brought this up as a complaint to her, Mind you, on my official transcript, an A was 70 and above. Anyways, my new counselor took the matter up with the school management. Unfortunately for me, my old counselor was the HOD and head of the department, and was the only one who could put in transcript scores. That's how this woman went to use. Let me say this accent. That's how this woman went to use my American grading system for me, and my entire GPA and ranking got messed up. So like she said before, the whole Nigeria 70s A. So they use American grading system.
That would be a C. That's crazy. That
I
is
will fight. I will fight.
I think I'll actually like cause trouble.
Nah,
I
that's
will.
bad.
Like, we're gonna stand there. We're gonna have a problem. That's just it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I worked hard. Do you know how hard it is to get A in Nigeria? Are you crazy? Your students will not take quiet. You're crazy. Anyways, my new counselor. No, sorry. This was the last straw, as my counselor took it up with the Board of Education, and necessary changes were made in the sense that they didn't use the American system to impute my transcript. They had to convert it. I don't know how they did it. They converted it to a reasonable grade. I'm just. So that's how she wants me to end it. Okay. For the next question, most people have the ideology that academic work is easier over here. Is it true?
I would say high school is pretty easy. High school was a breeze. I don't think I put in any real effort in high school. Like, studying was just much easier because a lot of my teachers wanted to give open book tests, or they would give you study guides. We never used to get study guides in Nigeria. It was just review. We're going to do review today. And that was it. But I don't think I ever got a paper.
Not all teachers that used to keep review.
Exactly. But every teacher I had here gave out study guides. And also, they wanted you to pass. They actually wanted you to do good. In Nigeria, it's a situation of you pass, you fail, you fail. It's not my business. I will still get paid my salary. That was the Nigerian way. But here it was so easy, and man, I can't complain. But college, reasonably harder, but I wouldn't say like you're going to pass out. It was that. But it was just coming from high school. My first high school was easier than my second high school. My second high school was a math and science academy, so it was much harder. But I took only one AP class. That was a hard one. I tried to take another AP class, but it was bad because the whole math and science academy thing, they try to, everything we do is more college based. So it was really, really hard in my second high school. But my first high school, I took AP biology, and I was shocked that was an AP class because it was way too easy for it to be an AP class. But I would say high school is easier than high school in Nigeria. College, I did high school in Nigeria. I did a little bit of high school in Nigeria, so at least I can relate. But college in Nigeria, I don't know. I don't get it. But they seem to be suffering all the time. So I would say it is easier for me than I'm here.
Okay.
So I'm kind of in between in this because I feel like it's kind of easier. Like, okay, it is easier, but I feel like you shouldn't come here with that kind of mindset that it's going to be easier, because every single grade counts. Like pop quizzes, you will not even know how it would just drain your grades.
And you need to do your homework.
Yes, you have to do your homework.
You need to do your homework. You can't finesse it. You have to do it.
You have to. So like, you don't even know what could drop your grade, what percent for any pop quiz or any of that. So I feel like you just have to be really ready and not expect it to be easy. because it can mess you
You're
up.
doing more work than normal.
Yeah, you
Because
are.
in Nigeria, the time we really study is when we have tests and exams.
Yeah.
But because in America, pop quizzes and like you're constantly every single day you come back from school. That was my experience. I had homework.
Homework every time.
Every single day. There was no day I did not have homework. Every day I had homework. So I would say the workload, you're spending more time. It just helps you. All the work you're doing is going to help you in the end.
Okay. So for Ajoke's response, she said, to be honest, most of the work here is easy compared to what we do in Nigeria. I think it is easier because teachers actually pay attention to their students in a sense and actually take their time to get whatever message they're trying to pass across rather than just rush it through like it is done in Nigeria. At times, their work is advanced college classes, and you need a really good teacher to help you through it. For me, I didn't find everything easy as I had to take science classes, which I never knew anything about since I was an art student. So physics, she had to take physics and chemistry. And I also had to take American history, which isn't easy at all when you don't know anything about their history and their foundings and what's happened in their timeline.
Yeah, that's another thing about America. You don't take the class, you take the teacher, you take the professor.
Yeah.
That's what I always say, because there can be 3 professors that are teaching one class, but there is one professor that's better than the remaining 2. Do you get it? And now she said U.S. history. U.S. history in my second school was an 11th grade class, but in my first school was whenever you want to take it. So I took it in 9th grade, and it was easy.
9th grade class for us.
Yeah, it was I took it in 9th grade, and it was easier than I thought it would be because my teacher was really involved. He would like let us watch movies based on American history. There's this history website who always make us watch. So teachers actually want you to pass, so they look for new ways to help you out. And then taking science classes, honestly, I'll say that helped me because that made taking my major for college more versatile, because this time my mindset has always been, I'm going to study law. I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be an attorney, and that was it. But by the time I got to college, I changed my major 3 times. I started with criminology, then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do computer science. Then I changed my mind back to criminology. Then I changed to biology. So because I had already taken science classes, and I was like, it's not hard. So I guess I could just change it. Now I'm a biology major because I'm going to go into medicine. So if I had never taken biology, chemistry, and physics in high school, I don't think I want to be a doctor. I don't think that's something I have at the back of my mind. So that's what I'll say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I never had to take science classes here because, well,
For real?
in Nigeria, I was a science student, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like any history, like the government and stuff, I struggle with world history. That was crazy. Like, my teacher was terrible, and So I feel like U.S. history was very okay for me because I had a good teacher, but world history, it was just too much.
I kept changing my teachers. Every time they give me my schedule, I would like do like a teacher hunting. So I'll go meet the teacher that I like because I was making friends with like my teachers. So I'll go meet. I'm like, this U.S. history teacher, is he good? Is he bad? And then when they go, oh, he's bad, I'm like, I need to change my teacher, please. I don't want this person. For physics in particular, they gave me a bad physics teacher in the beginning. I went to my counselor like 5 times. I am not taking this, man. You're going to change my schedule because I need to pass this class. And physics is not easy. So I need to pass it. So I was always, once I see a teacher that I know is not good, I go back. That's another good thing. You can change your teacher. So I would always go back and like, I don't want this professor. Please change it.
I also feel like it's really important to make friends with your teachers.
Very
and this country
important.
is like 100%. It's not like Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, your teachers don't even grade based on your work. Sometimes it's like
how much they like you.
Yeah, how much they like you and how much they feel like you actually worked in class.
Yes.
You participate, that's it.
Mm-hmm. I had this criminal justice teacher. This woman, I noticed the girl who used to sit beside me in class. She never did any work, but she would always tell me about how she got a 100 on something. But she was really close to the teacher, and I was like, okay. So I would always like, every time the teacher comes in, I would always go to her seat and we'd just talk, and she would ask about like me being Nigerian and stuff. And from there, we started to get close. So when I do like papers or like, there's this current thing she used to, I forgot the word, but every time we had to write papers and stuff, she started giving me 100. From like 80s and 90s, she just started giving me 100 all the time. So making friends with your teachers, that's very important. You have to.
Were you required to sit for a placement test when transferring?
No, I wasn't.
No.
Yeah. Yes, I was. I took a math placement only.
Okay. For Ajoke, she said, my school didn't require a placement test. I really thought they would, and I was scared I wouldn't pass, but other schools do require it. I would say depending on the schools standing in the community. Okay, so I just remembered that I should probably like say this. She studied in New Jersey, so like her response, she's sharing her experience, so her response is based on her experience in New Jersey. Blessing, you already told us you attended high school in Atlanta, Georgia, and Texas. And Chidera, you attended high school in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next question, and our final question. Okay, would you say it is cheaper to attend high school here compared to community college? This is my question. I'm not asking you guys.
High school is free, so it's definitely cheaper to just go back to high school because you don't have to pay anything. If you're going to public high school, I don't know about charter schools, but I know public high schools are free. So it is, huh?
What are charter schools?
There are these schools that you have to take this test thing, and then you get in, and then any family member you have, like under you, your younger ones can automatically get in. I believe that's how it works. But there's this test that they make you take.
Like that.
Yeah, they make you take some tests, I believe, to get into a charter school. But I know public schools are free, but community college, you have to pay something. So obviously going to high school is just much cheaper for you. But when you're done with high school, you could still go to community college. If you know you can't afford going to a university, it's still the same thing. You're still going to get the same credit. So just, if you know university is a little too expensive in that moment, just go to community college. But between high school and community college, high school is free, so just go ahead and do it.
So, well, I mean, high school, community college, those are two different things, like completely. High school, like she said, is free if you're going to a public one. The thing with community college is that for some people, it's free. Like, I have this friend who got like so many scholarships and FAFSA, and apparently what he said is like, he feels like he's actually being paid to go to school.
That's what's happening to me right now. I'm literally getting, because I don't have to go on campus anymore, all my financial aid has paid for my fees, and they're still giving me money. So like, I didn't even have to bring anything. You pay me to go to school.
But I think for the community college owners, like if you're actually a citizen with, Social Security, that's when they actually give you that many scholarships, make it free. But then if you don't really have that much money for university, it's a good place. Spend 2 years there, then transfer to college. It's cheaper. Yeah, it's actually cheaper.
And for me too, I would say going back to high school also helped me with scholarships, because then I finished with a 3.8 GPA, and every single school I applied to, I got in, and I pretty much got scholarship that covered more than almost my entire tuition. Because Howard, the cost of attendance is almost $50,000, like 49 something, and my scholarship money was like 30 something $1,000. And then I still had like Pell Grants. Yeah, I still had Pell Grants to add onto that. So at the end of the day, I paid, how much did I pay for a semester? I paid like $3,000 my first semester. And the second semester, I paid $2,000 something. So that also really, really helped. Everybody was complaining that why are you applying to such an expensive school? I'm like, just watch. My God, it's gonna work.
So for Ajoke's response, he said, except you're attending a private high school costs no dime. And I'm thinking, even for international students, it costs no dime.
Yeah.
But
And the public school, no, it doesn't. It's free.
Yeah, you don't pay
It's free.
anything.
You don't pay anything.
huh. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you guys hearing?
Did you pay something?
No, I didn't do high school.
Didn't do high school. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually contacted Chidera. I was thinking about doing it, but
Applying to college is easier when you go back to high school here. And when you apply as an international student, because I'm not international. So when I see what international students go through, I'm like, yo, I feel terrible for you. Because then right now with like the whole corona and stuff, all the international students in my school, running around, trying to get this, trying to get that. And I don't know if this is how it works, but I believe if you're not an American citizen, you can still get financial aid, right? If you don't apply as an international. Oh,
if you're a permanent resident,
It's only for like non-international students only get FAFSA, but like if you're international, you can. You might only get like a scholarship from somewhere. I don't know.
I know permanent residents, like they're permanent resident. I have a friend who is, and he gets FAFSA too.
Yeah, well, that might work. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, he gets FAFSA. She said, it costs no time. It's free. Education, free meals. And how is the meal fixed?
I didn't get free meals, and I only paid for meals 9th grade. That was the only year I paid for meals, and it was because of how terrible it was that I stopped paying. It was disgusting. I never looked forward to lunchtime. I never looked forward to it because every time oh god, and they had the whole healthy eating thing. My god. I cannot even explain how disgusting it was. It was that disgusting. And then I just started cooking from home. I would pack my food a night before, make sure I take enough food. I'll pack my jollof rice, my fried rice. I'll make yam one day. I'll make this. I was versatile on my food. I cannot come and be eating rubbish now. Why are you giving me corn?
I never had school lunch, but like I saw my friends have it, and I'm just like looking at them in the cafeteria, like
it doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good. Doesn't look good. Doesn't taste good. It's just disgusting. Nah. Oh, God forbid. I don't want to go back to that time.
Okay, Chidera, I have a question for you. U.S. high school food or QC? What do you think?
Honestly, that's a really hard question, though, because well, like I said, I never really had school lunch, but you could take like the juice boxes and snacks. Yeah. So that was the only good thing.
The chips, you can take the chips.
Yeah, you can take the chips. That could but I don't even want to talk about QC lunch. Let's not even go there. Let's not go there.
Okay, she says so. Yes, it is way cheaper than attending community college. If you go straight to a community college, you'll be paying well over $12,900 per year, as out of state or county.
That's an expensive community college. That's very expensive.
Because you haven't spent up to a year in that county. But when you spend up to a year in that county or state, you end up paying way less per year. Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing people also should consider. If you want to go to college in America, but you don't want to go back to high school, come and stay here for a year, so that way, if you want to go to college in that state, you don't have to pay as much as to paying out of state tuition. That's another thing you have to consider. If you're not a resident of that state, you're paying a different thing. But if you go to a private school, everybody pays the same thing. International, in-state, out-of-state, everybody pays the exact same thing. So you need to consider all those things too.
Okay, thank you. So that's the end of our question and answer series. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to comment below and I will do my best to answer it. What else? It was really nice having you guys here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Also, you can also follow these amazing ladies on social media. I'm gonna drop their Instagram handles below. And yeah, thank you. That's basically it. Bye. It's been Study Abroad with Joe. See you guys later.
Hi.
Bye.